Yo, people them, hope you're good. Lenovo Legion Go impressions 1 week later. Let's get into it right now.
When I pull up on demons, when I pull up on demons,
Yes, people, what's good? It's man like Jamo. Now, Lenovo Legion Go 1 week later. I can't lie, for me, it's been a lot of highs and lows. A lot of things work perfectly, but a lot of things don't work or features are completely missing. And I'm talking in comparison to the much cheaper Steam Deck. So I kind of want to go through some of those things with you, some of the things I like, some of the things I don't like, some of the things you should be aware of if you're buying it yourself or you're on the fence of making a purchase. Let's get into those right now. All right, now can we start off with the controllers first of all? Because the controllers are sick. Like having them detachable like the Nintendo Switch, sick idea, especially on a mini handheld gaming PC. I've never seen that before on one of these kind of consoles, except for the Nintendo Switch, obviously. And the fact that you can turn one of the controllers into like a little vertical mouse so you can do better on your FPS games or generally any game that you want to have mouse control on the Legion Go. Wicked, that's all cool. However, there are some problems with the controllers that I need to address. Problem number one with the controller, and it's more of me comparing it to the Nintendo Switch, is that you can't turn on the Legion Go console with the controllers. Yeah, so if the controllers are not connected to, well, it doesn't even matter if they're connected or not actually. When you press any of the buttons or all of the buttons on the Legion Go controllers, whether they're disconnected or connected to the main system, you can't use those to power on the system. I guess it kind of makes sense because you can't really use your mouse to power on your computer or your keyboard to power on your computer unless your computer's in sleep mode. And obviously, the Legion Go doesn't go into sleep mode because that sucks too much battery in our little handheld gaming PC. So I kind of do get it, but just in comparison to a Nintendo Switch, that feature would be nice. Secondly, with the controllers, is that if I turn off the Legion Go, yeah, and I turn the Legion Go back on with the controllers disconnected, I cannot get those controllers to turn on and connect automatically to the Legion Go without physically connecting the controllers to the Legion Go and pairing them. So basically, every time you power cycle the Legion Go, you've got to repair the controllers. That is weird. I don't get that. With a normal PC, if I've got a wired or wireless keyboard, sorry, and I've got a wireless mouse, if I turn my PC off, turn it back on again, as soon as I touch my keyboard or my wireless mouse, they will look for the last device that they were connected to using common sense, and they will connect back to my PC. Imagine if you had to plug your mouse, your wireless mouse in via USB to remind it that this is the computer you wanted to connect it to every time you turned your computer on or off. Like, it just wouldn't make sense. It's like, okay, they're not wireless then, basically. And again, it's another thing that you don't get with the Nintendo Switch. So that's a bit weird for me. I don't know why they don't automatically connect to the Legion Go just because it's been powered off, but it's just something that I've noticed. Thirdly, with the controllers, we're going to do a lot of controllers right now, but let me just get it out of the way quickly, is that you don't seem to be able to change the dead zone settings within the Legion Go software. Now, I feel like the dead zone is massive on my controllers. I personally like my controllers to, or my joysticks to be a little bit more sensitive, so I'd like to definitely do that, but they feel very strange on the Legion Go. I don't know, I've not found personally any software to change the dead zone sensitivity of the analog sticks. I don't know if there is. If there is, let me know in the comment section below, but I've not seen it, and that's just something you definitely need to have in your software. And lastly, with the controllers, is I don't know where, apart from Windows settings, it would be nice if there were some settings in the Legion Go software to change the DPI of the mouse, or maybe map one of the buttons on the mouse to, like, I don't know, quick change the DPI kind of thing for your FPS games. That's kind of a feature that you have in most gaming mice anyway, so it would be nice to have that feature in the right controller when using it in FPS mouse mode. Also, whilst we're talking about shortcuts and stuff like that, there don't seem to be any macro keyboard button pressing options or settings in the Legion Go software. So let's say, for example, if I'm in a game and I'm playing, the Legion Go in console or handheld mode, I might want to press a button combination to get Control Alt Delete to work, or for example, get Alt Enter to full screen a game or unfull screen a game if it's acting a bit dodgy. Yeah, it'll be nice to like press the Legion button and let's say press A for it to do Control Alt Delete, or press the Legion button and press B for it to do, I don't know, F4 or Alt Enter or something like that in it, or tab and Shift. Do you get it? You can't really shortcut any of the buttons on the controllers to act as a keyboard. You can get a virtual keyboard, but as far as I know, in the Legion Go software, you can't shortcut any of the buttons or create macros. So that's a simple software thing that they can, quickly update and get out there. I don't know why it's not on there in the first place though. Now, again, talking about the software is the fact that the FPS overlay only works when the game you're playing is not in exclusive full screen mode. So if it's in windowed full screen or it's in windowed mode, you'll usually see the overlay FPS counter. However, if you're playing in exclusive full screen mode, I know it's obviously exclusive full screen mode, so it's supposed to be taking over everything, but you can't see the FPS overlay over the game when you're doing it in that mode. And I get that it's exclusive full screen, but yet again, I don't have that issue when playing a game on the Steam Deck. Like the Steam Deck FPS overlay, the performance overlay stays there no matter what. I've never seen any game get rid of it. So yeah, I don't know why we can't have that on the Lenovo Legion Go. Obviously, it might be a Windows 11 limitation, how they do things differently, but I'd like it to just work permanently kind of thing, like it does on a Steam Deck. Another thing that's weird is the Lenovo Legion Go quick menus. Like you press the right Lenovo Legion Go button once to bring up one menu, and you press it another two times to bring up the performance menu. Like, can we just press it one time to bring up the performance menu like we do on the Steam Deck? Like, does that work? Can we just, why am I pressing the button 3 times? It's so weird because now you have to wait for one menu to come up, then you have to wait for that menu to go, then you have to wait for another menu to come up. It's just, it's weird because if you've already pressed it once for the first menu to come up and you've gotten rid of that menu, you might forget that you've already pressed it, and then it's just, triple tapping does not make sense. Maybe if they just did one tap for the left menu and one tap and hold for the right performance menu, that would make more sense to me. But having the triple tap thing and cycling through them, bro, who said that was gonna be okay? That's not okay, fam. What was you thinking? Now, I'm just looking at the menus on my Steam Deck, and I've just thought that it would also be good to have per game performance profiles. So for games that don't need a lot of power, let's say, for example, Cult of the Lamb or various 2D side-scrolling games kind of thing, they can run on 15 watt, they can run on probably 11 watt. Like, let's set that wattage for those games. And then games like AAA games that need a higher wattage, maybe 20, 25 watts, let's set that wattage and get the Lenovo Legion Go to remember that profile for each game, so that when I launch the games in the future, I don't need to faff about with the performance settings to like save battery or blah, blah, blah. You get it kind of thing. In terms of sound, I also think the Lenovo Legion Go is kind of quiet. And it's kind of surprising for it to be quiet because I've tested out lots of Lenovo tablets and they're super loud. But I guess they have 4 speakers usually. But yeah, they're proper loud, much louder than most of the Legion laptops that I've even heard. So yeah, I would have loved to see better audio performance on this. I guess most people will be playing with headphones anyway, but I just thought I'd put that out there. They're not particularly loud. I can't lie, guys, that's been a lot of negatives. Don't get it twisted, I do love the Legion Go, but there's a lot of software updates that need to happen before this thing is actually a contender in the realm of handheld PC gaming.